All right, so last time we made several relations between student, article blog, and comment. Now, hopefully you remember that we successfully saved our models and we took our student out of the student collection and then console logged it. After running our test, we didn't get the result that we were expecting. So here, article blog has only ID, not a title or any content. Now, we've used queries up until now, but haven't learned that much about them. So, in order to solve this problem, we should know a little bit more about queries, wouldn't you say? As you can see on the screen here, we can separate a query statement into three different parts. We have student.findOne.then. In the student part, it says that, hey, look inside the student collection, silly. In the find one part, well, that's where the query is. So it says that it'll look for all the students in the student collection, and it'll find the first student having the criteria that we're looking for. But actually, what makes this all work together is the last part. Without .then, this part of the code doesn't do anything to our database. So a query does not go off to our database automatically. So .then executes the query. The problem is that the query cannot find all the data that we want to find. So in order to solve this issue, we have the ability to use modifiers here. Just like that, we use modifiers. And in fact, we use modifiers generally to make the query more specific or broaden the scope, whatever you want to do. They basically allow us to customize our query according to our needs. So we use the populate modifier here, and this will load up our collection or associated article blogs that are associated with a student that gets fetched in here. So this one is a lot more clear, and we can see the reference to our student collection, then the operation that we want to execute, the modifier, and then lastly, the execution. Now we may pass in a couple of strings which represent the relation inside this populate modifier. So let's do this for real, and that way we can be sure that article blogs are getting loaded up. So here in our association file, we add here .populate and inside pass in article blog association. And we do that because we add article blog here inside the student.js file. Now we have to write the exact names of our models. For example, if we want to associate a student, we can't say author instead. So let's try it again, running our test, and here we go. It's working, and there are properties inside article blog. Okay, cool. So this is almost perfect, but did you notice that the comment did not get loaded up at the same time? So if we get the list of article blogs, well, we surely want to see the comments also, yeah? So like in the article blog, this is just an ID again. And I mean this array. So let's go back to our test, and we can add here .articleblog0. Now we can see that this is an array, and it has the saved document. Boom! Mongoose doesn't allow us to load up all the associations automatically. What do you think it is? A genie in a bottle? Anyway, in other words, we can't just say, load up the student and everything along with it. I mean, article blogs and comments and whatever else you got. So again, we'll delete the console log here, and we can add our assert statement as a last step. So now we want to be sure that the title is the same as what we put in earlier. So we'll write here assert student .blog post 0.title equals MongoDB. We save it, and let's see what will happen. Cool. So the test passes. I love it when I pass a test. And then lastly, we'll take the only statement out, and all our tests are passing here, as you can see now. All right? So next time, we're going to see how to load up everything at the same time.